Hey guys, welcome back to some more Judgment on the PS5. And we're going to continue where we left off, where we just had the talking tender. And we're going to go talk to, shoot, what's his name? Of the Matsugane clan in, jail, I think is where he's at right now, or something like that. We just gotta go get to a cab and get over there, but do that in this fight. Crane hatchling.
Really, guys?
Blocking attacks. Yep, I know. Abilities. Enhance your abilities with skills app. Yep, we used some in there. So basic idea there. Yes, for 410 yen. What would you like to do? Kamurocho Police Station, Visitation Room.
We just keep running into each other tonight, eh, Tak? Why the long face?
Hamura-san. I'm Shintani from the Genda Law Office. The Matsugane family asked us to represent you.
Then I'm glad you said yes, Shintani-sensei. We're gonna get along real good. Just like my boss and Genda-sensei.
Right. Well, let's get started. I'll be taking point, while Yagami here will be doing the legwork to try and back up your claims.
No better guy to do it.
I'll do what I can.
So, they brought you in under suspicion of murder. Can you tell me more about that?
Huh? What do you want to know?
Whether or not you killed the guy.
Does it really matter? Your job's getting me out of this mess, regardless of the truth.
No. Because if I find out you actually did it...
You'll drop me?
Better. I'll make sure the prosecution puts you away for life.
This is bullshit! Just like you did that serial killer, huh?
Yagami?
All the evidence at the time pointed to Shinpei Okubo being innocent. That's why I chose to trust him.
But then, that Okubo guy, well, he proved us all wrong. Murdered his girlfriend in cold blood.
Come on, Tak. Let's be honest about what you were really focused on at the time. You wanted that precious acquittal so bad, you didn't even stop to think you were setting a murderer loose, right?
What happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Try saying that to Emi Terasawa's parents. That's why you quit, right? You couldn't face them.
You think, we could maybe get back to the case?
Sure. Why not?
You good to go?
Guess it's just part of the job.
I'm fine. Keep going.
My apologies. Now, let's start with the victim. Toshiro Kume, 34 at his time of death. A member of the Kansai-based Kyohei clan. Around 6 a.m. on the 4th of December, the police got a 110 call from someone who found his corpse in a pile of garbage.
I hear you and this Kume had some kind of argument before he died.
Yep.
Did the police say what evidence points to you being the killer? Did they have anything substantial?
Nope. Bastards are keeping their lips sealed. Ain't that right, Shintani-sensei?
Yes. At this point in the investigation, the cops won't tell me what they've got against you. Your words are the only thing we'll have till the trial.
Is what it is.
Anything else you want to ask, Yagami?
Ah, okay. So the chance to get some bonus SP. I can ask about the alibi, the victim, Kyohei, or the police response.
Where did you and Kyohei have your fight?
Hey.
Out in front of a club, Hamura, over on Supon Street. Me and a few Matsugani boys had a little run-in with a Kyohei guy. Turns out that was your boy, Kyohei.
And who started the fight?
Who do you think? I'm not gonna let some Kansai punk strut around like he owns the place. I'd already thrown a few drinks back at that point, too.
What time did this all go down?
Just past 9.
So what happened after you and Kyohei had your standoff? Went your separate ways?
Nah, he tried to split, but I had my boys grab him, dragged him into a moor.
What?
I thought it was just a little scuffle, though. You're saying you abducted Kyohei on a crowded public street?
Yep, Hamura's one of the family businesses. So I went in, kicked the customers out, and kicked the crap out of Kyohei. But I'm telling you, I didn't kill the guy. Just tossed him out the back door when I was done with him. I left right after, too. A few minutes before midnight.
Uh-huh. So you were seen dragging Kyohei into the club, and he was found in the morning with his eyes gouged out. I'd arrest you too if I was a cop.
Alright, just got the argument. Alibi?
You have an alibi? What time did they think Kyohei died?
Apparently, between 2 and 3 in the morning. The cops were drilling me real hard about where I was around then.
And? Where were you?
At a sauna. A spot called Sauna Goten. Spent the night getting a steam.
But there's no proof you were actually there, huh? Well, otherwise you wouldn't be in here.
Pretty much. Someone should have seen something, though.
Alright. Asked about the argument, asked about the alibi. Now I can either ask about the victim or the police response. It's the victim?
What do we have on the victim?
Hey.
Toshiro Kyohei, 34. Run-of-the-mill Kyohei grunt.
Was Kyohei alone when you ran into him? Hard to believe he'd take that kind of risk in hostile territory.
It was him and one more. Probably another Kyohei asshole. Don't know his name, though.
So there were 2 of them, and how many of you?
I'd say there was probably 5, including me.
Why didn't you guys take Kyohei's friend in too?
We tried. Bastard ran like the goddamn wind, though.
Nice. I'll ask about the police response.
Who's the detective in charge of the case?
Kuroiwa, from organized crime. Shintani-sensei is probably real familiar with him.
I am. More so because he's one of those brutes with a badge. Pretty sure the Kyohei murders are his case.
I can't stand him. Guy doesn't give a rat's ass about Yakuza.
Alright.
I think I've heard enough for now.
We'll get going then.
Alright, that got a little bit of information about what all happened.
Yagami, head over to Sanako 10 for me. See if Hamura's alibi holds water.
All right.
If we can prove he was there, we won't even have to go to trial. I'll give you a ring tomorrow for the report. Later.
Nice. Alright, new info. Personal interest updated and case synopsis updated. What's new on his? Witness dragging Kyohei into Club Hamura on the night of the crime. Stated that he released Kyohei about midnight before leaving for Sanagoten. Kuma's death may occur just a few hours afterward. Information could possibly prove Hamura's innocence. Toshiro Kume, victim, deceased member of the Kyohei clan of Kansai, around 9 p.m. on December 3rd. Witnesses saw him getting into an altercation with Hamura of the Matsugane family, then getting dragged into Club Hamura. He was then found dead in a garbage dump the next morning. His corpse missing both eyes as if they were gouged out. His estimated time of death was between 2 and 3 a.m. December 4th at 6 a.m. Kume, according to autopsy, estimated time of death between 2 and 3 a.m. on December 4th. Security footage shows Hamura arguing with the victim and then dragging him into Club Hamura around 9 o'clock the previous night. Attempting to provide an alibi, Hamura attests that he was at Club Sonic Goten at the time. However, no evidence or witnesses have emerged to support this statement. Alright, that's all we got for info there. So, off to Sonic Goten then. Let's see what we can find. See if we can find anything that'll help prove that he was there. No fights. Sonic Goten, where Hamura says he was on the night of the crime.
Excuse me, you work here?
Yeah, come on in, friend.
Actually, I'm not a customer. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, what do you need?
I'm here about a murder. The Yakuza who had his eyes gouged out.
Oh, a detective came by for the same thing. Wanted to know if their suspect was with us the night of the incident. And you are a reporter?
Something like that, yeah. And this is Hamura, captain of the Matsugane family. Did he come in on the night of the crime?
I'll tell you the same thing I told the cops. I make it a point not to remember anyone specific, you know?
See if this old man had remembered Hamura's face, then he would have had an alibi.
You get a lot of customers in and out, huh?
Up to the last train, at least. From there, it's only in till morning. You know how it is. People drop in, wait for the trains to start up again. Same as any other night.
Interesting. So everyone who comes in stays till morning, huh? And as long as I can prove Hamura was here, we'll have our alibi.
Oh yeah, the cops mentioned something kind of similar.
If I can prove that Hamura was here on the night of the crime, then that will solve everything. But there supposedly wasn't any promising evidence to point to.
You guys
an
don't have
alibi.
a security camera? Something we could check, see who was here?
We do, but it deletes all its footage every 3 days. Privacy and all. It was already long gone by the time the cops came around.
Got it. Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Maybe I should try asking some other people around here. Let's ask this guy.
Hey, you have a sec? I'm looking for info on a Yakuza who went to Sonic Goten on the night of December 3rd.
You seriously expect me to remember something from that long ago? I'm trying to work here. Get lost!
How rude.
Hey, you're out here pretty often, right? Did you see a Yakuza head into Sonic Goten the night of December 3rd?
Why would I know that? You're crazy, mister.
Okay. Maybe this guy?
Excuse me. I'm looking for info on a Yakuza who stopped by Sonic Goten on the night of December 3rd. Did you see anything? This is the guy. Name's Hamura.
I can't say I know him. There's tons of Yakuza around here. Though, now that you mention it, I remember something about a host getting smacked in the face that night.
By a Yakuza?
Yep. Don't think he got hurt too bad, though. Pretty sure it happened right around midnight.
All this on the night of the incident.
But when I went to check things out, the Yakuza was long gone. The host was just standing there shouting. That help at all?
Any idea who the host was?
Nah. I mean, they all kind of have that pretty boy look. Doubt I'd be able to recognize him if he was standing right in front of me.
Does anyone else know about this?
I don't know.
Not much of a lead then.
Thanks for your help.
So much for that. Guess I should head home for tonight. See if I can get any skills really quick. That'll help. And alright. Now to head back to his office. Just right up here. Up and in.
Yo,
You're still here? I thought you'd have left hours ago.
I was gonna, but I realized all I do at home is pass out. Did go for a drink, though.
Oh, now you're having another. You know that bottle's mine.
Well, Genda-sensei give you any work?
Yep, probably thanks to the dorayaki. He wants me to scrounge up some evidence for a murder trial.
You got this from Genda? I thought it was all about civil suits now. Criminals don't pay the bills, right?
Well, this one comes straight from Matsugane-san. Turns out Hamura went and got himself arrested.
What the hell?
For one of those Kyohei clan murders.
You mean that eye gouging shit?
Mm-hmm. I just dropped by the jail to see him. He claims he's innocent, though.
Huh. Crazy.
Not interested? I can't say I blame you after what Hamura did. Booting you from the family was a low blow. If you want, I'll handle it solo.
Look, don't worry about it. I'm the one who fucked up, not him. Either way, we've got the case. Count me in.
Good.
Well, I should get some rest. Changing the time of day. It's time to take a break. Change time of day whenever you rest on the sofa. Select from the following times: morning, evening, or night. However, there are certain points in the story in which the time cannot be changed. During Premium Adventure, unlocked after clearing the main story, you can change the time whenever you wish. Rest up? Yes.
What's up, Shintani?
Morning, sunshine. I'm on Nakamichi Street.
Yeah, and?
You know Majore? Little cafe, killer coffee. Come here.
Another impromptu meeting?
Don't whine. I thought you liked keeping busy.
Alright, time to meet with them again. Gotta go slip between through here. There we go. Alright, where's the coffee place? Up north. Here we go again. We'll see if we get any fights along the way. Oh, it's right here. Nice. Not even that far. Is it upstairs? Yeah,
Hey, over here. Take a seat.
Right. Anyway, I asked around near Sonigo 10. Couldn't get anyone to back up Hamura's alibi, though.
All right, good work.
So, what'd you call me out here for?
Something came up. Take a look at this. Cops released it to the media. It's the camera footage from a moor. Hamura and Kume are both in here, clear as day.
Damn. Didn't realize the cops had their hands on this. This could be pretty bad.
Ready? I'm gonna play it. Kumei's the poor bastard getting dragged into the club.
Explains why Kumi's buddy there is running for his life.
Yep. Got a name, too. Akira Murase, another Kyohei thug. Word is, he hasn't left Kamurocho after getting interrogated by the cops. By the look of things, there must be a Kyohei hideout nearby.
Crazy how clear it all is. Hamura can't just talk his way out of this.
Yep. And there's more. Take a look at this.
Something else happened. What else could the camera have caught?
1 hour later, everyone leaves, except for Hamura and Kumei. Even the owner hightails it.
Wait, why would they stick around?
Who knows? Our pal Hamura never mentioned this part. Now, this happened around 10 p.m., meaning there was another 4 hours before Kumei's suspected time of death. The question is, what were the two of them doing all that time?
So there's no doubt that Hamura was alone with Kumei right before he died. What did Hamura say he did with Kumei again?
Hamura said he threw Kumei out of the club around midnight. After that, he left the club himself and went to the sauna.
Right. But I want to hear how it all went down from a different angle. That's where you come in, Yagami. You gotta talk to the guy in charge of Hamura.
Back up a second.
Huh?
You're the lawyer here, I get that. You decide what kind of investigation we need for the trial. But don't tell me how to do my job.
Yeah, but aren't you gonna talk to him either way?
All the same, I'd appreciate it if you'd stop barking orders at me.
Boy, Yagami definitely got serious about that. Evidence and people of interest. New thing there was force everyone else outside, presumably to rough Kumei up uninterrupted. Release Kumei around midnight. Receptionist that worked the late shift during the night of the crime said that he doesn't recall seeing Hamura, who claimed to be there at the time when Kumei was murdered. Furthermore, he testified that none of the customers who arrived that night left until the next morning. Therefore, if Hamura can prove that he entered sauna Goten that night, his name will be clear and his alibi proven legitimate. Akira Murase, a member of the Kyohei clan at Kansai, as well as Kumei's Aniki. When Kumei was dragged into Hamura by Matsugane family members, Murase fled the scene. After the crime was committed, he began complying with the police investigation. Club Hamura owner. Security footage shows the owner of Club Hamura leaving at 10 on the night of the crime. The footage indicates that he was forced out by Hamura. The Matsugane family is known for illegally hustling protection money out of the club, but it is uncertain whether this has any connection to the incident. The evidence: time was 9 o'clock on the night of the incident. Murder victim Kumei shown being forced into Club Hamura by Hamura and 4 other Matsugane family members. Kumei's Aniki Murase is also shown fleeing the vicinity. 10 o'clock, members of the Matsugane family can be seen exiting Hamura along with the club's owner. Be deduced that Hamura was alone in the venue with Kumei. The soon-to-be victim, although Hamura crew and staff vacated the premises from the back exit at approximately midnight. There remains no evidence to support this. Okay. So now,
We gotta find out what happened when Hamura and Kumei were alone in Hamura. I'm counting on you.
alright, and now with that, we go to Club Hamura. I'm guessing that's up north. Oh wow, it's not. It's actually just west of here. Good. Saves me some traveling.
Out of the way!
Might as well beat him with a weapon while I got this.
What a waste.
Alright, good. Now off I go. Oh wow, yeah. Club Hamura is really not that far. This is where everything went down between Hamura and Kyohei. Angle of the footage should help me find where the camera is. Oh, cat. I wonder where the cat is. There's the camera. Where's the cat? Oh, there it is.
Suspicious.
Cat. Yeah, I think you might get something bonus for that then. Alright, where's that camera? I saw it earlier. Where's that?
Hey.
Would have been able to take that footage from this position. Need to look closer. And
Suspicious.
that security camera. Better go talk to the owner of Hamura. Yep. Now in the club we're gonna go.
Huh? Who are you? You need something?
Actually, I was wondering if you have a minute to talk.
About?
About December 3rd.
Oh, I had that day off, man. If anyone's gonna know, it's our manager. He doesn't come in till nighttime, though.
The manager, huh? This him?
Oh, it is.
What's his name?
Aragaki.
Think you could get in touch with him for me? We need to have a chat.
I could try. Hold on. I knew this was gonna happen. He never has his phone on during the day. He usually hangs out near here, though.
You mean in Kamurocho?
Yep, usually.
All right, I'll go take a look around.
If you don't mind me asking, how? You're just gonna walk the whole city?
No, I have a plan. Someone I can use to help me find him. With the name and photo, it shouldn't be much of a problem.
Huh. If you say so, man. Good luck.
Thanks for the help.
Back door. Alright. So I guess we're probably gonna look for a camera out here. So this is back at the club. Oh, it's a security camera. Oh wait, it's broken. Damn. Night at the crime, Hamura said he and Kyohei left the club from this door. This camera would have caught that if it had been working. As for where the owner is, I know just the person to ask. I have a feeling he'll be where he always is, Montai Internet Cafe. Alright. Uncertain whether he has any connection to the incident, evidence, the broken camera. Yeah. Unless there's anything over here. Nope, not fine. Don't see anything. Alright. We'll just slide through here. Oh, good. The cafe's not even that far. Jeez. Didn't expect him to retaliate like that. Oh, that's fun to do. Hey, instant cash. Sweet.
Really, guys?
Ooh, wonder if I got enough, actually. Oh, great. And 100, so why not? Alright, where's the entrance? Here it is. I'll just let it take me up. And it actually works, that's cool. So he's in a cubicle, so he's this guy.
Somehow I knew I'd find you here.
Ah, Yagami-shi. You here to join this raid I'm about to get going? Probably not, huh? What can I do for you?
Got something I need a guy like you for, Tsukumo. This is Makoto Tsukumo. He's a character. Tsukumo makes a living digging up dirt on the internet. A modern-day informant, if you will.
More detective work, I assume? What's the mark this time? A lost cat? Someone go missing?
I'm looking for someone. The owner of Club Hamura, a man named Aragaki. He's probably somewhere nearby, but I don't have time to scour all of Kamurocho either.
You got that right. Searching on foots for cavemen. Here, can I see your phone for a quick second?
My phone? Sure.
What do we have here? You already have the chatter app, Yagami-shi.
I do? Oh. I guess it came pre-installed.
Well, you're in luck. In my hands, this stupid app becomes a powerful way to find people.
Really? How?
Hold on. I'm busting into their servers now. And there we go. Here, take a look. Go ahead, try searching for something. Maybe a name?
That would be Aragaki.
Okay, and let's limit the time period while we're at it. Say today. See? That map will tell you the GPS position of all the relevant chatter posts. Not gonna lie, I had to give myself admin privileges to get that one, though.
Wow.
128 hits. We're gonna need to narrow down the search.
Not sure what else we can put in, though.
Didn't you say the name of the club, Yagami-shi? Some crazy French word?
Oh yeah, it's Club Amour.
Great. Let's try Aragaki and Club Amour. Well, looky there. Narrowed it down to 1.
So Aragaki wrote this, huh?
Nope. Just someone who saw him. That's still a massive hint, though. See, it got posted only 10 minutes ago, meaning the poster might still be nearby. So, if I were you, I'd get down there and see if you can find out where your man went. I marked the spot on your map, Yagami-shi. Hope it comes in handy. Good luck out there.
Appreciate it. Oh, and try to get out more, okay?
Why on earth would I do that?
Nice guy, though. Oh, wait, actually, can I talk to him again? Nope, okay. So we'll head on out. And we should find him probably somewhere nearby. Nearby where that post is, anyways. Just down here.
Must we?
I think that scared him, actually. It's kind of funny. Oh, I'd rather use that than... I mean, come on. Why not?
What a waste.
Alright, back to searching.
Got a second?
Sure, I can spare a few of those. What's up?
I'm looking for the owner of a club called Hamura. Any idea where he is?
Actually, yeah. Just saw him. Wasn't in a great mood from the look of it. Must have really lost big time on the pachinko slots.
Any idea where he was heading?
Toward Taihei Boulevard. Probably getting sushi, if I had to guess.
Sushi? Really? Isn't that a little pricey for a guy who just lost a bunch of money?
You don't get it. You get sushi after a big loss to cheer yourself up. What's 10 more grand if you've already lost 50 or 100?
Jeez.
Winning's what makes you stingy. Feels like it'd be a waste to blow your earnings on something dumb.
Huh. I'd never thought about it. Anyway, thanks a bunch. I'll head over to that sushi joint.
That's kind of interesting way to see it, because I kind of... I don't know. I would think also if you got a lot of money that you'd still want to go and blow it on something you'd enjoy. Rather be stingy and just get something that you don't like.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Aragaki-san? The owner of Hamura?
And you are?
Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I want to talk about what happened on the night of December 3rd.
Oh, yeah? Sorry, not ringing any bells.
Come on. You and I both know that's not true.
Well, it is. I don't know a damn thing.
Why don't I jog your memory then? I've got something to show you.
Alright, 10 o'clock. Can be seen exiting. I think that'd be it.
Take a look. On the night of the crime, you left Hamura with these Matsugane goons, leaving Hamura and Kume, the victim, alone in there. You're knee-deep in this.
Guess I can't argue with that logic.
Don't worry, I won't ask for anything too out there. Just a bit of your time. I'm working on Hamura's defense, and I'm hoping you're the silver bullet.
Oh, yeah? Whatever, I'll talk.
Well, that was easy.
Huh. You actually tracked him down.
Appreciate the help. Now, what went down around 9 p.m. on the night of December 3rd?
Well, Captain Hamura brought that Kansai punk Kume in here. It was out of the blue. Caught me off guard.
Were there any other customers here at the time?
Just a few. They bailed when Hamura came busting in here. Who wouldn't? I ended up sending the girls home, too. Once everybody was gone, the Matsugane guys just laid into Kume for almost an hour. You didn't hear that from me.
You're good. Don't worry.
Then, right around 10, something kind of weird happened. Hamura kicked everyone out of the club. Even me.
And the only ones left inside were Hamura and Kume.
Yep.
You know why Hamura kicked everyone out?
He said Kume reminded him of an old friend. Claimed they needed to have a chat. Alone. At least that's how he worded it.
And that didn't seem weird to anyone?
Oh, the Matsugane boys had plenty to say about it. If the boss tells you to leave, you get the heck out. No clue what went down in the club after that.
Alright, now to figure out what we say next for some bonus SP. There's something only this guy can answer, so let's start with that.
Tell me about the camera out back. Broken one.
Oh, that?
How long's it been like that?
For about a month. Some drunk asshole chucked a rock. Cracked it right open. It was just for show, though. Never actually worked in the first place.
Not much use to me then.
Oh, of course. Ask about the violence in the club.
Did you just sit and watch while the Matsugane tore into Kume?
What do you mean? What else could I have done?
Called the cops on them for one. Not like they're especially good for business. Nor is a dead body in your club.
Come on. They'd have killed me if I did that. And frankly, it didn't look like they were hurting him too bad. If anything, they were going easy on him.
Meaning what?
Like just smacking him around a bit. You know, nothing too serious. Once in a while, they'd hit him a little harder to make him bleed, I guess.
Jeez, that's a bit cruel.
The cops came by after the incident, right?
A detective, yeah. Guy named Kuroiwa. Apparently with organized crime.
What did you tell him?
Not a whole lot. Same stuff I told you. Forensics was tearing this place apart. Trying to find bloodstains from Kume. You know, with that luminol stuff. I thought I'd wiped all that up before they got here, but that sure was a waste. Turns out blood's tougher to clean up than I thought. Now they're convinced the murder happened here.
Was there that much blood? Before you wiped it up, I mean.
No, not really. I told you, they barely even made Kume bleed.
Sounds like he didn't die here then.
Well, I certainly wouldn't know.
Guess that's all.
Well, thanks. This is a huge help.
We done here?
New details. Apparently to his testimony, only Hamura and Kume remained inside the club after he vacated the premises. Okay, so literally just reinforce that. Didn't do much for me.
Kaito, what's up?
Hey man, where are you?
Just left a club called Hamura, over on Supon Street.
Amor? Isn't that one of the Matsugane joints?
Yep. Hamura and the victim were apparently alone in here the night of the murder. Anyway, need something?
Yep, swing by the office when you're done there.
What's up?
It's no rush. You'll see when you get here. Later.
Huh. Wonder what Kaito's got waiting at the office then. Guess we'll find out as we head there. At least we're kind of staying more in the southern part, so everything's still moderately close by.
Not a wise choice.
Might as well do some wall attacks then while we're at it. Those are always fun. Yeah.
What a waste.
There we go. Yeah, we'll just head up. Over and in. Oh, dumb moment. Alright, and we go. Let's see.